Just imagine my love.
Hi, I'm Tyson.
And I'm Shea, and we're the Durfeys. Welcome to our ranch here in Texas. Now, to get started, we're going to tell you a little bit about ourselves. My maiden name is Shea Fisher, and I grew up in Australia. My dad is an Australian champion bull rider, and my mom is an Australian champion barrel racer. So I grew up in the rodeo lifestyle. However, at 16, I decided music was going to be my career, and I signed a record deal, and everything kind of took off from there. At 16, I had my first #1 song in Australia, and now I've had 5 #1 songs, which is really crazy to think about, considering last year in COVID year, I actually was able to have the #1 back home in Australia while living here in America. But now you, Tyson, you have a huge list of achievements as well.
Yeah, so I'm mostly known as a rodeo cowboy. I've been in the national finals rodeo 14 times. I'm a world champion tie-down roper. And I met my wife actually at a rodeo. Mm-hmm. She was modeling for a clothing company at the time. I looked at her, I knew in that moment that you were going to be my wife.
I didn't know that at that moment.
Yeah, it took me, 2 years to get her to date me. It took me 2 years.
Yeah.
Thank God for Facebook, because I messaged her back and forth on Facebook. And, our journey just kind of grew from there.
Yeah.
In 2012, we had gotten engaged and we knew we were going to get married.
Yeah.
And I was wanting to move to Texas full time and be in the Weatherford area. And we didn't know how to do everything I wanted to do. And luckily, I met a lender at AgTexas, Chad, through Bob Tallman. And Bob had introduced us, and we ended up buying our first place with AgTexas here in Weatherford.
Yeah, and at that time, we didn't, Tyson was a full-time rodeo cowboy, and I was doing music, and we were figuring life out still, so we didn't have a ton of money, so we had to go to AgTexas like, hey, can you help us out on our first place? It was actually over on Pista side of Weatherford, so thank goodness that y'all helped us out to be able to get our place, because from then till now, it's crazy the amount of things
the growth that we have. But one fun fact about this young lady, we're out there and we're tearing down this barbed wire fence at the front of this property, and here I have a platinum recording artist, several #1s in Australia, and she's got her leather gloves on, and we're unrolling barbed wire fence. And to me, those were like the funnest memories.
Yeah,
fast forward, we've had multiple investment properties with AgTexas.
And they've really just helped us to achieve our goals. At this point, we just built our dream house, and AgTexas was a part of that as well. Whether it's our house or our businesses or our ranch.
We've even had AgTexas help us out buying cattle before. Yeah. So, they keep those rodeo cowboys afloat.
Yeah, for sure. And like a revolving line, for cattle and horses and stuff like that that I use for my business. But it's neat to watch that relationship grow as our family grows. Yeah. We have 3 children.
5-year-old daughter, Praise Royal, nearly 3-year-old Risen Breeze, and our son is 7 months old, Tyson Cross Durfey. So we stay very busy between Tyson's rodeoing and my singing and our other companies. We really try and have a healthy balance because it's really easy to get wrapped up in so many things going on, but we definitely put God and family first. And one thing that I love about what we do is we bring our kids with us, and we didn't want to be separated that much. So I take my business on the road and work on my laptop, and we go with Tyson, we support him, and some of our best memories are going together to rodeos.
Yeah, for sure. And I think as a small business operator, it's so easy to put the business in front of your family. Mm-hmm. You're working your tail off. You put the kids to bed, you work another 4 hours. Yeah. You're up before they get up. And I think it's real important that, you keep it all in perspective.
Have a balance.
Like, what are you doing it for?
Yeah. So we have a belt buckle company, Shea Michelle Buckles, that originally started when I was living in Nashville, trying to just make enough money to pay rent. And then also we have Shea Baby Clothing, which we started that about 5 years ago. There's a lot of late nights working. Yeah. We're very present when the kids are awake, but when they go to bed, that's when we work. And we do that so we can leave a legacy and something for our children one day. We definitely try to teach them that it's important to save. And then Tyson taught her, what does money do, Praise?
What does money earn? And she yells interest back at me. So that's kind of the way we operate. We try to involve our children in our businesses. That way, when they grow up, they're going to be, ranch owners. They're going to be small business operators. And I think that, it's cool the way that AgTexas lends. They're lending to families. They're lending to people who believe in each other, that are working together, that are teaching the next generation how to do business and how to handle themselves. And for me, I'm eternally grateful for that relationship.
And the relationship we have with AgTexas, being able to have such a one-on-one connection where we can literally pick the phone up and say, hey, this is what we need, can you help us? And we've never had them tell us we were crazy or say no. They've always been so supportive and helped us grow as a family and allowed us to have this beautiful ranch that's on the river with an indoor arena.
And our dream home.
Build our dream home, the things that we always dreamt of and now we're able to have.
They're in the dust, covered in mud, spinning around, rope it down, throw it back just because I think it's crazy. They think it's cool, it's just right for me. It might be too much for you, but I like them cowboys underneath them hats, from the buckles to the spurs, and the way they wear them chaps, them jagged edges that make them rough. They're really something, yeah, that's my kind of tough. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.